Well, hello and welcome to Cozy Couch Corner again for another episode of Tea and Tarot. Cheers! I've had a strange bee experience today. I was getting some of my washing in off the line and I could hear a bee buzz, but it suddenly went up in pitch and frequency, so it was almost a whine. It was almost a high-pitched whine, it was so fast. And I thought that was a bee, but what's that? I've never heard him make that noise before. And I looked at where the noise was coming from and there was a buff-tailed bumblebee, which is one of the quite big fuzzy ones. And it wasn't moving a lot, it was moving a little bit. And to start with, I thought, maybe it's just they're tired and it needs sugar water. But they don't make a noise normally when they want sugar water. They just kind of flopped out on the ground. So I carried on watching it and I thought it looked like it was maybe pulling against something. And I thought, maybe it's having an argument with a spider, because I've rescued a bumblebee in my old house from a spider's web. So I know sometimes I couldn't see a spider's web and I couldn't tell whether I kept on looking and there was another bee and it was it looked more like a honeybee. I don't know that it was definitely a honeybee, but it looked more like a honeybee. And I'm like, I've never heard a bee make that noise. I've never seen them fighting. I've never ever seen different types of bee fighting. I don't usually see bees together unless they're a swarm. When I've seen, like when the honeybees or a swarm of whatever type of bees they are that live in groups are looking for a new home. But so that was weird. They were fighting different types of bees and they were fighting. And I'm not sure why they were fighting or what they were fighting over. Because they weren't by the flowers. So they were just in the grass near the washing line. So I've got no idea what was going on. That was a really strange noise that I've never heard before. And I didn't know that bees fight either. I think I might do some research into that. I'll do tarot now. Other than that, it's a brilliantly lovely sunshine, blue sky. Got 2 loads of laundry done, including bedding. Got them out, got them dried, got them in. And it's only it's not tea time yet. So, well, it's probably later afternoon. But so I'm really impressed with that. I love fresh line-dried laundry. Right, come on. Okay. What good news do you have for us for today, please? Let us see. I'm looking at the bottom and they go, no, it's not the bottom card. Is it that card? Oh, well, the others make a bid for freedom. Right. 9 of Swords. 2 cards here. Do we want these 2 cards? No. Do I want any other cards? No. We're just having this one card. Okay. 9 of Swords normally is I read as self-fulfilling prophecy. What did we want to bring to fruition? What did we want to happen? What did we want to create? What have we been working on? What positive things? Because I know our minds can end up on negative things, especially with what's going on in the world. And we can get sucked into that. And that is not what we're creating. What are we bringing into our life? What do we want to attract? So you're telling us that things we've wanted, things that we've been working towards, things that we've been trying to bring in and create in our life, that's happening. So I know we've got the term manifest. So we have managed to manifest some things. And if you're not into the whole manifesting thing, which I don't blame you, generally most of the time we're working towards things, aren't we? We want things to happen. We want things to come into our lives. We want changes. And I'm getting thumbs up after thumbs up after thumbs up. So yeah, it's good. Good things are coming in. The things that we wanted. I've just asked if it's immediate and I'm getting this. So it's going forward again, going forward. I've seen it as it starts off. I can see it as a triangle. So it starts off really small and goes out as we go on. So it's going to start off with little things or a small amount of things that we were aiming for are coming in. But as we go on, as we go on in time, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So we're going to get more and more and more of what we wanted. And do we have to worry about? No, we do not have to worry about the negative things that come into our mind and that we get stuck on. Because I know there's some fear-based teaching that says, if all you're thinking about are the negative things and all the horrible things that are going to happen, you're going to bring that on yourself. That's not a belief to have. Really, throw that out. Most of us are doing our best to try and as much as possible, and depending on mental health, to stay positive without the toxic positivity, but to think about better things and more positive things and more joyful things and more healthy things. And we don't have to worry about when we don't manage to think like that, or when we don't manage to imagine the positive things. If we get a bit paranoid, negative about things, it's okay. We're not drawing them in. Spirit knows better than that. There we are then.